Rabbi, welcome to the program. Would you care to give Whoopi a history lesson?
Rita, thank you for being such a great friend of our community and our people. You always have been. But let me just be clear. Whoopi Goldberg, what she's really doing is playing a game of one-upmanship. Who has suffered more is what she's saying. We in the black community, we're identifiable. We can't really hide the color of our skin. We have suffered more. I've learned as a Jew, games of one-upmanship when it comes to human suffering and annihilation are never wise. The black community has suffered immeasurably, as has the Jewish community. The Holocaust was the world's greatest crime. The Holocaust was the world's greatest crime. I've learned as a Jew, games of one-upmanship when it comes to human suffering and annihilation are never wise. The Holocaust was the world's greatest crime.
He sits here and says he doesn't play the game of one-upmanship in human suffering or in annihilation of a people. But then in the same breath, he says that the Holocaust was the world's greatest crime? Hold the heck up, Rabbit. Hold up. The Holocaust was only 12 years long. Slavery was 400 years. Let me put that together and equate that. 400 years. To get out of even the interior Africa, how many people died from that? While he was in these dungeons, sitting on the shores, waiting months in and out, you go ahead and do your history on how many dungeons to this day sits on the west coast of Africa. How many died there? You haven't been there. Most of y'all Jews didn't even go there. How many people died? To take months of travels on a ship with people of 300, 400, 500 people squeezed in, defecating on one another, disease infested. How many people died? In that 400 years with shackles and plantations of working in hard sugar plantations and tobacco, of how many people died? Do your history now. 12 years was the life expectancy for a sugar plantation as a slave. Let's do the math when you talk about millions were sent over to Brazil, on up to millions sent over to North America, to Central America. For 400 years, how many people died in the 400 years? The Holocaust is the world's greatest crime? Hold up, buddy. They came for y'all. Matter of fact, the world fought for your freedom. Matter of fact, they created your own state of Israel. You can govern your own self. Where are we? Still in countries being dominated by your people, the Caucasians. Where are we? Still in countries being dominated by your people, the Caucasians.
Which is biblical prophecy, and the Lord is going to have to come back and redeem us out of this captivity that we in. That's how we know if we fit the prophecy and know that we are the true people of the Bible. And this is substantiated in the book of Isaiah, chapter 11.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
So you sit here and try to make it seem like you don't play this game of one up, but then you come out of your breath and talk about how the world's greatest crime was the Holocaust? You see, this is a sickness in the subconscious that you all play and don't even know you're aware of saying when it comes to tens of millions of our people were slaughtered, raped, robbed, and pillaged. That the numbers they can't even count of how many were lost. And you rather play this game instead of trying to establish a state for the black people in America and stand up for the injustices by the system of racism that is against the black people. You rather hide in your own corner, believing that your Holocaust was worse. 12 years, buddy, out of 400 years, that the numbers you can't even count. The world's worst crime? Do you know how many countries? There were 7 countries that they said that were involved in the crime, in the slavery. not to include those who benefited off of slavery. Lucid. 400 years of free labor that many people's businesses, companies, institutions reaped off of. While your people in the Northern Plains, by your own people, Caucasians, that took you through your Holocaust, the rest of the world came for your rescue. We still looking for rescue.
And once again, this is how we know we are the true people of the Bible, because we're the only people that biblical prophecy fits. And you'll see this in Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14 through 15.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, The Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land, that I gave unto their fathers.
That's why I say our rescue is go back to Africa.
Nah, brother, our true rest is when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua come back on them chariots and come and redeem the true Israel and put them back in their land, where we'll be ruling over all nations. Call hello Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rikakwadash, Shalom to the elect.